G'day! In today's video, I'm going to be doing a system build on a Okinos Cypress 5. Probably absolutely butchered that. It's a new brand. I haven't really seen too many of them, but slowly I'm not minding them. Since unboxing it out of the case, one thing I did note, the first thing I saw when I got it out was these marks here. This was originally this way, and this had slipped down the front and was sitting on the edge here, which in turn scratched it up, scuffed it up. So I did heat it up a little bit to try and straighten it out. Still not perfect, so that is a little bit disappointing. Got a bit of wood grain on here, but the rest of this is very much plastic. We have 1, 2, 3 fans in here. Now if we ignore the other machine I've got sitting here, which is just currently doing a fresh install for an office computer. Looking at the case itself is very simplistic. Came off quite easily. Let's see how it hooks on. 1, 2, 3. Nothing along the top or the bottom or the top. It's all held in by those grooves along there. So surely it's just hanging on its own weight. Now looking inside, I was hoping this would be ARGB. It says ARGB, addressable RGB. That's what the A in the ARGB stands for. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's another cord coming off here. Cool. Does look like there may be some form of controller sitting around here. What do we have here? We have Type C. Hoping the case that I'm using actually has that on it, because the case itself seems to be very much a budget case. Take this up, what else are we going to see? Sadly no spot here for another NVMe drive to attach. We do have a ARGB controller. Right now it is full up. A few of these holding them in nice and neatly. So assumably this will have one of these going off here to go to the main board. At least that's what I'm expecting to find. Oh, there's a bit more. That will be probably powering the hub. What do we have in here? Come on. Close enough. Bag of screws. We've got the motherboard riser screw attachment there on my thumb. Okay amount of cable ties. What else have we got? One manual. Let me expand rather largely. Got room for expansion. Battling this one-handed. Type C, Gen 2. We can fit up to 160mm air cool, to 320mm graphics, 345 when fans. I'm assuming that's when the fan isn't installed in the front to gain that extra space. 345. I do like how it is mentioning what sizes it can actually fit. Pin out. Even tells us what's included. Not bad. I do like the demonstration of what fans can fit where. That I don't mind whatsoever. And also what radiators. More on the back. Nope. Single-sided. I was hoping the board I've got here actually has that Type-C header, which I don't think it does. So I mightn't use this board. But if I can't do a build in here, I'll still at least cover what I see. So sadly, the B650M Gaming Wi-Fi by MSI does not have the 10 gigabit Type-C connector, which, if I show you on here, is this guy. So because of that, I'm not going to bother install on the board, because I won't be able to use that port, which is going to be kind of useful in the future. Even now, Type-C is getting very common. But looking at this, what else can we infer? That would be the fan header. That would be to the ARGB 5 volt on the motherboard. This would be to your SATA power. What else we got? Looks like a standard fan hub going on in here. If we go back up the top here, hard drive LED, power LED, power switch. There we go. Reset is currently over here. So this reset, you either connect that to your motherboard and then control the ARGB through your, actually no, you wouldn't be able to, but you'd be able to plug that into your motherboard and have the reset switch, or you can leave it attached to here, so every time you press reset, it will change the fan color over here. And that would preferably run through here as well, and then run down and back up, just to keep it nice and neat. What do we got in the way of storage? Looks like we can go one hard drive on top, potentially one hard drive underneath. It could be held in by a couple of screws in the bottom of it, I would be imagining. Like there and there. You can also shift it over one. So where are we? We're here. We can shift it over to here if we need. Little feet. Most of this looks to be fairly standard case affair. With the glass off it, it is a very light case. I do like how we can attach a couple of fans down here too, if we would like. These would also break out. You have to actually bust them out to get them out of there. Same with a full-size ATX motherboard, going all the way along, and a water cooler, it'd be becoming a very tight case. So I would be more aiming for an M-ATX motherboard to go in here, more so than a full ATX. Especially if you're going to have a water cooler in there as well. So sadly, I was hoping there'd be a couple more screws here, so you can at least put an NVMe drive, a SATA SSD there. But then again, looking at it from the side, there is not much room. But even if you could, it would actually fit. So sadly, I won't be doing a build in the Cypress 5, but this will give you an idea on what kind of case it is. Anyway, sadly the wood grain's only on one particular spot. Yeah, I'm trying to determine if it's actually timber. The grain's up here. I'll be inclined to say it is, but it's just a bit of timber stuck on some fairly cheap plastic. So there's a little bit of bonus content. I had a customer come in, they said they want it built in here, and they were aware that the Type-C will not work due to the no port available on the motherboard. So I've got it in here right now. So right now, if I cycle through the fans, this is an aftermarket Thermalright fan, so it didn't come with the case. Press, you get all the usual colours. The build itself went perfectly fine. There's plenty of room up the top here to route the 8-pin power. Also plenty of ample room up the top over here as well. So ample room, but where I've discovered there wasn't ample room, so if I spin this around, the backside, we've got an ARGB controller over here. So the 3-pin plugs onto the motherboard. There's a fan hub or fan splitter, and then I've got it running up to the motherboard up here, just because that was where it was nice and neat. So this goes to 4 fans and then plugs into the motherboard. Then there's a simple SATA power that comes off here as well. I can't see him, but I've got him plugged in and coiled up under there. So there's no free ports available over here. But my biggest concern right now is getting this closed. I'm gonna have to route this the 24 pin back over this way to make some room, because there's just simply not enough gap to fit this conduit of cables right here. So apart from that, there's really not much else to report about the case. Really not much more needed to be done to it. It all fitted just fine. The transplant went fine. It does look to support a full ATX motherboard. I've got a micro ATX motherboard in there just right now. Wish there was a couple more cutouts along here just to route these cables. There's no real option for that. So they just kind of stick out a fair bit more than they truly look like they need to. But when you're paying budget prices, that's what you expect. Anyway, not much more to report. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.